When I was first approached about my daughter leaving for Crest to move to the community, I was very skeptical about that. As sad as I was when she went to Faircrest, I was scared to have her leave. I thought people living in the community were much more capable than my daughter. Once I began to visit homes and saw how people were supported, I realized that regardless of the disability, people could live successfully in the community. The key to success is finding the right fit for the residential provider. Interviewing several agencies and seeing their homes is the best you can do.
I remember after the first day we were a little discouraged because we didn't quite feel like we found a match. Not that we were discouraged with the homes or anything, but just knowing, you know your child and you know where they would fit and where they wouldn't fit. And we were a little discouraged, but we just kept trying, and then we felt better as time went on when we found where our daughter is now community living. It was instantaneous. We knew from the moment we met the people that we met with, and when we went to the first home, we were just, the workers were great, and it seemed like it would be a good match with other girls in the home, which is a big deal for people with autism.
The most important step was being willing to just be fierce about looking and pushing and involving Amelia in that process so that she knew everything, that we were looking for what was best for her. That required some patience for her, because then she would want it to happen, and it wasn't happening yet. But getting everybody on board to recognize and embrace how she saw herself, the environment she saw herself in, that met her needs, was the most important, I believe.
We wanted something with a yard, something in a decent neighborhood, something, well, like she had mentioned, a right fit with the other residents that are there, and we felt that that was good.
And Brindell paces, so she had to have open area. She needed room to pace.
We wanted to also consider the other residents. Would she fit with them? Because we didn't want them to be discouraged or have hardships because of Brindell, because she does have some
she talks a
peculiar issues. Could, yeah, so we took that into consideration.
Yeah.
I did talk to them about turnover rates. I talked to them about the training that staff get. I think because the director and the administrators of the program were so available to me and had time for me and Amelia to answer every question, to provide a wealth of information about the resources, about the program, about their mission, about the commitment, and not just their commitment to Amelia for now, but lifelong commitment that I really came to trust.
There's so much you go through when you're, transitioning them into adulthood, where they're hypothetically taking care of all their bills, all their medical, all of that. And that was a big concern for us, not knowing how that was all going to work. Do we handle the appointments? Do they handle the appointments? And really, it's just communication, because they'll let us handle the appointments or they can handle them for us. So that was huge.
You can be as involved as you want with your loved one and as flexible as you want. It's kind of fun because oftentimes they're living closer and you can have more typical relationships.
Well, it's just I think I'm her favorite person.
You are her favorite person.
so we get to see more of each other, so that's great.
It's more of just a daily thing where, it doesn't take all day for us to prepare. We used to have to take leave work to go see her in Bremerton, to drive all the way out there, to spend a couple of hours, to drive all the way back, or we'd pick her up, keep her for a night, and have to drive all the way back. And she just loves it. She comes home and she doesn't get upset if she comes here and leaves the same day. It's just normal.
When Amelia was at Rainier, I felt like I didn't get to be the mommy as much as I had to be the advocate and a caretaker. Now I feel like I get to take a breath and just be mom. And that's a huge weight off my shoulders.
It is remarkable how much our loved ones blossom and grow when they move to their own home, having more of their own space, much more staff attention, choice of meals, activities, and more. They're just happier. And the short story is, if our loved ones are happy, we parents and guardians are happy.